Oh, look at this a little reindeer. Is that what that is?
Yeah, I'm a reindeer, baby.
Or a bunny? I don't. Little snow bunny.
Whoa, you want me to be a bunny? Okay.
Whatever.
What's up, boys and girls? Just doing the little bunny hop or reindeer hop. Whatever hop you want me to do, I'm doing it. Why, Ben? Why am I doing that?
Well, we counting down to Christmas on this beautiful Wednesday.
Yeah, so today we're going to call it down, Countdown Facebook Wednesday. 12 days until Christmas, guys. I'm bursting your bubble. For all you guys that have not shopped, for all you guys that are not in the Christmas mood, Christmas spirit, are not focused, hyper-focused at your stores to sell, 12 days to bring in home the cheddar. Literally, this is the time that you should be as insane as any other time of the year. You should be literally, that cash register is going clink, clink, punk, clink, punk. If you don't, start advertising. Start putting Facebook posts online. Start doing, flash deals. Save 10% for coming in. Save 10% on your remote car starter just by mentioning an ad or whatever the case is. Start thinking outside the box to make this Christmas a healthy Christmas. And then after Christmas, you've got, well, what else you got? You got the full blown winter. Supposedly January, February is gonna be an insane. Yeah, a lot of snow, very cold.
Hopefully.
So, guys, start thinking also that. But we're going to start talking off some house cleaning things like we always do. Thank you to everybody that joined yesterday on the Wave Tech training on both the English side at 11 and the Spanish side at 3. It was kind of actually very refreshing to see a lot of dealers that I know in the Spanish one at 3. And they were actually engaging with the trainer, asking them questions and stuff like that. So I was very ecstatic to even see those guys in there and just ask questions, really try to understand the world of sound processors, understand the world of, newer vehicles, that it's no longer you could only put an LOC and call it a day. Those days are long gone with newer vehicles. You need processors and you need DSPs. So Wave Tech, thank you very much for putting that training together yesterday. Today, though,
yeah, I was gonna say if you missed out, you're getting a rare second chance. You don't get second chances at a lot of things in life, but you're getting a second chance at the Wave Tech training. So today we got later time frame. So this will be friendly for our family that is out on the West Coast. So it'll be earlier in the make it a little bit more for business hours for them. Or if you just are too busy right now, which hopefully you are, to dedicate some time during the workday, we got a late night 7 p.m. Eastern time Wave Tech training. So if you missed out, don't let the people that were on yesterday gain that competitive advantage over you, because I guarantee you they're going to be learning, or they have learned, some tips and tricks that they're going to use to drive business in their stores, to make more money in their stores. You better have those tricks in your back pocket too, or else you're going to get left in the dust.
And let me tell you, I actually sat down on the both Wave Tech trainings. It's not just your typical, well, this is a processor and this is a 2-channel one. No, they really get into the meat and potatoes of the processors and what they're capable of doing. Load resistors are built in. They start talking about, frequencies, and it's really technical on that training. So for you guys that really don't understand, processors in general, join this training. I guarantee you're going to get a ton out of it. I know I did. There's a lot of information. I was asking questions myself, to the trainers, trying to figure out, how to do this and how to do that. Like, I didn't know that you can signal some different channels on different things on just one channel, but you can signal some on just that, it being done on the fly too. And it all is controlled through the processor itself. Very interesting stuff, guys. Very interesting how they do an input-output. I didn't know you were able to put input through RCAs and just maybe use it as a line driver, instead of using it as, using factory speaker input to RCA out. You can actually use it as a line driver and pretty much control the frequencies on all the channels and signal some all the channels to do, what you need it to do. And that all their processors are 10 volts. And all their processors come with a bass knob, and each one has a kind of a different style bass knob. So I didn't know that stuff And thank you, Wave Tech, for really putting it down and dirty in that training, because that was a lot of information. And for all you guys that didn't join in on the training, get an opportunity today, 3 p.m. Just remember, Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. I will send out the links next half hour or so. And then 7 p.m. tonight for, like Ben said, all the guys that don't have time to check out the training, you could do it after hours when the store is closed. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Both of these are gonna be in English. Like I said, very interesting to see the Spanish one, how it was, and how the guys were actually engaging. So
yeah, it sounds like a success. And again, we need success for these trainings. That's how we're going to be able to keep them rolling. And I think the other opportunity a lot of shops are going to have on here is that you're getting a training just on the technology. So again, hopefully you support WaveTech. Hopefully you give them a huge thank you by using their products going forward in the future. But they're offering out a training that you can use in knowledge base that you can use across a ton of different brands, a ton of different installs, a ton of different situations. So the point of what I'm trying to say is, don't just look at the manufacturer that's going out there and then say, well, maybe I carry them, maybe I don't, and that's going to be my determining factor on whether I'm going to go and try to educate myself. You are going to pick up something in every single one of these trainings that you are going to be able to use in real life scenarios, and that's what it's all about. Again, like Jonathan said, we don't want to have these guys just telling us about the basic stuff. We want to find some information that's going to save you when you're at the shop at 7 p.m. You were supposed to meet your family for dinner at 5:30, but you couldn't get out because you couldn't figure out how to fix that vehicle, or you couldn't figure out how to integrate, and you got to return the truck tomorrow, and it's too big of a job to let the customer down. So next thing you know, you call Jonathan, you call me, we're on the phone, tech support's closed, and finally at midnight, you end up finding out there's the dip switch that you should have just hit, which was the first thing that they talk about in one of the trainings. So again, you're going to pick up on so much stuff in these trainings that you can use to better your shop. So even if you're not a WaveTech supporter, for one, think about becoming one. Again, a great set of products, great price points. But even if you are not currently supporting them, check them out. Let them hear the pitch. Find out maybe what's different than what you're carrying, and just get some knowledge down so that you could be better shop, a better installer, and better at what you do.
And personally, I took out another sound processor piece and put a WaveTech in one of the most difficult vehicles to put a processor in, a Charger, which everybody knows Dodge products. Charger, Challengers, Jeeps, the newer Jeeps, Dodge, Rams. Those are all very difficult vehicles to do. And let me tell you, night and day difference from the previous processor to now. I have full control off of a lot of features in my vehicle. So I'm living proof that this stuff works, and it works great. So make sure you tune in today to get to, your train on. Like Ben said, this is not so, and I also want to say one more thing. Shout out to EDA Alliance for putting these trainings together. Remember, guys, they're taking the time to put these trainings together for you guys, so you guys can learn about the products, where there's such a lack in training in the industry, and it's just basic training you usually get. You don't get the meat and potatoes off of trainings. The EDA group has actually thought of, let's get these trainings together, and let's not talk about a basic training. I could read a manual too. These past 3 trainings have been really informal. I've been very surprised how well trained that they are, and I'm usually the one saying that we needed advanced training, because everybody knows this is an amplifier, everybody knows this is a speaker, everybody knows this is a subwoofer. What the hell do these amp speaker subs do? What's the frequency? What's the level that you should set these at? That's the type of training we want to see in the industry. So thank you very much for all the manufacturers that are putting really a level 2 training for the guys that are joining the webinar. Thank you for the EDA for putting these trainings together. They were definitely, the group is definitely thinking outside the box. So I just want to say thank you for all the people that have joined.
Yeah, and again, we say it week after week after week. Support those that support you. The EDA is trying to help support the dealer base. Go Fast being the EDA representative in this area. We're trying to support you guys with trainings and things like that. So make sure you support them so we can keep them going. And make sure you support some other brands too that do a really, really good job of supporting their dealer base. One of which we have a contest running on right now with our buddy Dougie over here. and that's the Memphis Slaying the Sound contest. So
I love Dougie.
Oh, he's such a good guy.
He is. He doesn't ever say anything.
He might be taking over our spot. He might. Can you imagine that? Just Doug here.
Well, he might be
doing a
taking
half
over
hour.
Shelby's spot too. He doesn't talk, doesn't yell at me, doesn't say anything about
Hopefully she's not tuning in on this.
Oh,
one.
she always tunes into all these.
Oh boy.
You know, oh, you didn't take out the garbage, Dougie. Will not even say that to me. Thank you, Doug. Love you.
But beautiful branding with the shirts that Dougie's got on here. And with the Memphis Slaying the Sound contest, they're giving you some opportunities to get some cool packages. We got 2 of them, one of which is going to have a 10x10 Memphis branded tent. Again, we talk about this week after week at this point, but a great opportunity. You're going to trade shows, you're setting stuff up again, weather maybe not permitting, but again, summertime comes around, so many fairs we see you guys go into, doing parking lot shows, things like that. Imagine having that kind of branding power at your hands. Also, I'm trying to break the old back. 46-inch Memphis soundbar. So that's going to be part of package 1. Plus, you're going to get some shirts.
I want that.
Plus, you're going to get some Memphis M-Buds.
I want that.
So getting a ton of stuff. And then you're also going to have a second package that's going to have some Memphis bar stools. We're going to have the M-Flow speaker, which we've had out here in the past couple weeks. And then we're going to get you some shirts and some M-Buds for that one as well. But you got to do a couple key things here to get into this contest. You want to let the boys know?
So real quick before we get to the what is required, I just want to throw a shout out also for Memphis for the M-Flow and the M-Buds. If you haven't personally tried these 2 items out, the M-Flow is actually the Bluetooth speaker. I'm very impressed. I've tried a lot of different brands. I've tried several different brands out there, big name ones too. And they do not provide the mid-bass or the high-level frequencies off of a tiny Bluetooth speaker, and also the LED pattern that it has. It's like it's always changing. It's not ever the same. And on the M-Flows, I take those to the gym. Yeah, can you tell I'm getting fatter and fatter as we go? But anyways, the M-Buds, those things are actually, with a lot of earbuds I've heard recently, especially a white earbud that I have that a lot of people use, there is no bass response on those. Absolutely none. They're just tingy and they're just vocal. With the M-Buds, it's a combination of both. I actually get a lot of bass out of my earbuds and also get a lot of high frequencies out of my earbuds. So those are my go-to, earbuds. And we have them in stock, both things, the M-Flow and the M-Buds. So if you're interested in them, give us a call. But back to the competition. Memphis is doing something very unique that a lot of manufacturers aren't doing. So they're doing the package deal, the 2 different giveaways that they're doing. And all that's required is for every Memphis product you buy, doesn't matter whether it's the M-Bud, doesn't matter whether it's a $20 speaker, whatever. It's 1 entry into the giveaway, all right? If you buy pro audio stuff, meaning, the loudspeaker setups that they have, this is another pretty cool piece. It comes as a set, 6.5 inch with RGB center dust cap in both the tweeter and the mid-range with the crossover. If you buy the speakers by themselves, if you buy the M Fuego box, which is the Memphis Chichero box, with the 2 Lido speakers, you get 5 entries for every item you buy. So if you buy 5 of these, guess what you get? 25 entries. You buy 2 M-Flow, 2 M Fuego boxes, you get 10 entries. You know what I mean? So it's 5 entries for the pro audio stuff. Guys, pro audio is not going away. If you guys think it's gonna go away, shame on you. You're a dinosaur. You're gonna go. You're gonna be left behind, because the people that are understanding pro audio, they will get the business. I'm living proof once again of what pro audio has done. I was a firm believer that you can't make pro audio sound good. Started tinkering myself with pro audio stuff. Started building, cars and building my truck. And let me tell you, with a DSP and proper tuning, you can make that thing sound better than some of the most expensive speakers in the industry. So definitely look at the pro audio line. Take a look at the Memphis line. We're doing that giveaway stuff. So make sure you take a look at them.
Yeah, in pro audio, I know some guys probably are getting sick of hearing us talk about it. And I'm sorry, we're probably going to do it occasionally on here, especially when we got some promos going on. But just look at it as another tool that's going to be in your toolbox right now. you don't use every single tool, every single job that you have. But when that job comes in and you need that specialty tool, if you've got it in your toolbox, it makes life a lot easier. And that's kind of the same thing with this. You may not be a shop that's going to be doing a ton of pro audio. Maybe you're in an area where that's not a huge portion of the business. There are a lot of places where that's a majority of the business, but there's still a lot of areas where it's not a huge part of the business. But when that customer comes in, you want to make sure you have that tool and you know how to use that tool, because we're not here for being a charity. Again, we do a lot of great work, and we do a lot of charitable work. And I actually kind of go on a little side note here, but thank you to a lot of the shops that are out there that do the charitable donations around Christmas time. But having the right tools in your toolbox are going to make sure that you can take the money when it is coming in. So even if it's, again, not something that you see being your go-to line, why not have that tool in your toolbox? Again, I could build almost anything with a hammer. I could turn that thing into a saw if you just keep smashing, smashing, and smashing, but it's probably not going to leave a pretty clean cut. I think I'd rather have a saw to do that. So kind of the same thing. If a customer comes in and they're a pro audio customer, you're going to want to know pro audio. You're going to want to speak that to them, and you're going to want to be able to speak confidently, sell it to them so they give you their money and they feel happy. If a customer comes in and they're a pro audio customer, a lot of you guys are going to take that hammer and you're going to go ahead and you're going to hammer and you're maybe going to sell them some more traditional stuff. You're going to make that sale. But was it what the customer wanted? Is it going to bring in more business? These are the kind of things that we want to think about as well. So long and short of it, get familiar. Great opportunity with Memphis. They're going to be supporting you on getting some cool packages in there. So why not double dip? And I guarantee you, around the holiday time, if you put a little bit of thought into this, this stuff will move.
And also shout out to Memphis SEMA booth. That was a very poppin' booth with all the different colors, the shirts, people just coming in and out of there. You know, there was a lot of booths out there, but that was kind of one of the most, one that popped out the most. It was the Memphis booth. So shout out to them for doing a different type of style, different type of look. Next thing we want to talk about is the Alpine bundle promos. So pretty much there's the Baker's dozen deal going on right now, and also the ILXW 650s. Get with your sales reps. You do have to be an SRP account or direct dealer account in order to take advantage of those deals. There is a Go Fast Bucks special.
Go Fast Bucks.
Go Fast Bucks. So what it is the Go Fast Bucks, by purchasing qualifying Alpine products, you get a credit on your account for the specific item you buy. Now you have 180 days to use those Go Fast Bucks, or else they expire. But obviously at the end of each month, we'll tally up who's bought what, and it'll be a credit put on the account to be used for pretty much anything in the line. So this is the first rollout of the Go Fast Bucks. We're gonna roll out a lot more with a lot more vendors involved. But Alpine, we definitely appreciate you joining the Alpine Bucks deal. Some of the examples of Alpine Bucks: for speakers, subwoofers, and amplifiers, you get $5 Alpine Bucks, and that's per speaker and amplifiers. For loaded enclosures, you get $10. And for the time being now, until we run out of the ILXW 650s, we're gonna give $20 bucks on your account, and it's done at the end of the month. So don't be asking your salesperson, did I get my credit already? Did I get my credit already? Did I get my credit already? No, we have to actually, sort out and make sure that all the sales are legit. And we have to also make sure and do a tally of who's bought what, this and that, and the third. So guys, be on the lookout for that. Thank you for Alpine for supporting the Go Fast Bucks program. Hopefully a lot more dealers, or a lot more vendors, should I say, would get involved in that. The next thing I want to discuss also is the holiday guide. Be on the lookout. Every day we're having a daily deal. Here are some of the deals that we've had in the past, few weeks. Don't call your sales rep asking them what's the deal for tomorrow. We don't know. We don't know. We don't want to know. You know what I mean?
If we did, we wouldn't tell you.
Yeah, this is like Fight Club. You wanna know about Fight Club. You wanna maybe enter Fight Club, but nobody ever talks about Fight Club. So the reality is, guys, we don't know what the deal is going to be for tomorrow. It is a blast that gets sent out to all you dealers. So be on the lookout for your emails, text messages, even our Facebook page. I make sure I post them up on a daily. They're very, very aggressive deals. don't ask to get a better price, because I'm gonna be the first to tell you good luck. You know, what we're selling these is sometimes below our cost, and we're giving back to you guys because obviously you guys support us, and we want to support you with some type of deal. You know, so just remember, sometimes those deals are so good that we're losing out, but at the same time we're giving back to you guys because we really do appreciate and really do care about your business. We're not just your average, you know, company trying to sell you a box. We want you to be like we're partners, you know, feel like we're partners. So guys, these are all the items on sale. Ben, you got anything to say?
Yeah, I was going to say, this is the time where I think a lot of your customers are looking for a deal. You're probably a consumer out there right now looking to buy some stuff for the holidays, looking for a deal. We've got some deals. So we've got some stuff that can help you achieve making deals for your customers in your shops. And as you see, we try to make sure that you have an option from all different categories. Again, XK Glow was part of the specials this week. Obviously, Memphis has been with their Slaying the Sound promo going on, so they were actually part of the holiday guide as well. Got some amplifiers, some subs. But there's a ton of categories that are going to be covered throughout all of the promos that we have. And if you noticed, again, there's a lot of stuff going on. Memphis is hooking us up with promos. Alpine's hooking us up with promos. JVC and Kenwood still have promos going on. Again, there's going to be something for everybody. So check your email, but also stay close and stay engaged with your salesperson as well. Let us know what is moving in your stores right now. A lot of different stuff. We got some guys that are buried with starters already. Again, we cover a fairly large area where the climate is different. You know, some areas there's lots of snow on the ground already. Some areas not so much. So whatever it is that's going to keep you busy right now, we want to make sure we have something that will be a good value for you, that you could then turn into a good value for your customer and keep rolling. You know, again, I think there's going to be a point in time when it's going to be starters. But that's not the reality for everybody right now. I think we said it last week, and we can repeat it this week. Tons of audio still going on. Tons of lighting.
Very impressive.
Tons of integration.
Insane.
There's still all this stuff going on right now. So we want to make sure we have something for everybody. If you don't see something in our ad that grabs you, make sure you ask us, hey, what else do we have going on? What other promos are going on? So much stuff going on. We're going to do our best to cover everything that we can with each person. But if you've got a little need here or there, pick our brains. We'd love to find something in that needle in the haystack for you and get you the deal that's going to go and bring in some extra bucks this year.
Exactly. So, guys, we're always thinking outside the box, you know what I mean? Just as like you guys should do with your retail stores. We're always got, you know, you guys in our hearts really to think about, you know, hey, these guys might want to do this package deal or this deal. You know, shout out to the guys that are taking advantage of this deal. There's been some deals that literally are here and gone within an hour. Like that Triton double box 12. I couldn't believe we sold out in a matter of an hour. Gone.
Yeah, and just while Jonathan's talking about that, that's these subs, guys.
Yeah.
You could buy a box with these subs, make a package, and guess what? Alliance amps that could pair up great with that. We're on special this week. Well, now you got the bass. Memphis was on sale this week with some pro audio speakers. You could have taken advantage just throughout the course of the week.
If you
could have put together a complete package for one of your customers at a great discount.
If you're a truck accessory company, you know, you got the tailgate bars that everybody looks for on a crazy deal. If I owned a business, I'd have 2 or 3 of these stacked up at my showroom because they're selling. They're maybe not buying it from you, they're buying it from somebody else, but they're selling. So if you don't have this to show your customers off, then you need to really think about putting some on your floors so that way they don't, you know, you don't miss out on the money. And then, you know, before I leave you guys, one last thing that I don't normally do, but I'm going to do it right now. So obviously you guys see our beautiful stand, right? Very beautiful. You know, we get the nice backdrop. We got this nice little countertop display. I'm kind of going to put D on the spot right now. Here, I'm going to take the camera and just go to the race choice one. Hold on. Let's look at this. What are we doing here?
Joe getting set up for race choice next.
Look at that. Guys, look at that beautiful display. You know, you got the Christmas tree. You got all the beautiful stuff. That tells you how good our production is, where we're really trying to look outside the box and think outside the box for all you guys. So the production team here, D and the designer crew, thank you very much for always putting these together. You guys are awesome. If you guys need any type of advertisement or any type of, just camera roll type of stuff, give designer a call, D from designer. And guys, with that being said, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, 1 week. 1 week we got one more live, and then it's going to be Christmas time. So we'll catch you next week. We're going to get on the phones. Get yourself prepared. We'll see you then.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, guys. Later.